Hi, welcome to another educational video by Catspit Productions. Today, I thought I would give you a demonstration on a 3-color print which has a flash hit on the first color to get the maximum opacity because it's a color. It's this neon green on a black shirt. And we're not printing a white underbase, so we're going to just print it like this. But what we do is we hit it once, we flash cure it, and then hit it again. And then flash cure it again, and then we move on to the next color. Okay? So, first thing to do is make sure your shirt is nicely secured to your pallet. Okay, this is just a rag shirt. This is just a test print, so I'm not really worried about position or anything. Okay, it's 100% cotton. You can pre-shrink it if you like, just to make sure that you don't have any registration problems with shrinkage. So you basically just heat the shirt up nice, and what it's going to do is it's going to shrink on the pallet, and that way when you're flashing and working between your colors, it won't shrink between this color and the next color, causing registration problems. Okay? The heavier the garment is, and 100% cotton, the more problemsome that can be. Okay, so that's it. So you let it cool down, make sure that you give ample cool time in between your flash cures. Today we will rush it a little bit because we're just doing a test print and we're not actually running a print run today, so there's no residual heat buildup through a long print run. You can have the pallet get hotter, your flash cure unit get hotter, your screen and inks can actually get warm over a longer print run. So leaving sufficient time to cool between each prints when you're flash curing becomes more important when you're doing a long run, of course. But for a demonstration like this, we can just show you how to do it. And the first thing we do with the green that we want to do with no underbase is get it onto the shirt and push it into the fabric a little bit. Okay, so we push it in, and right now the coverage is not that great. It's weak. So what we want to do is flash cure it. Okay, it's a little cool today in my shop, and like I said, this is just a test print, so we haven't been running the equipment all that much, so I may have to flash a little bit longer than I normally would during a print run. Once things are heated up and going, then the flash times can become very quick. And I might add at that point that you may notice that certain inks flash quicker than others, and that can be a problem. When you lay down a lot of ink, like this gray that we're going to lay down, when you lay down big spots of this particular gray that I use and you flash it, the ink itself will move and shrink. So you have to be careful just to flash it just enough and move to the next color. Otherwise, the flash curing of the ink itself can cause registration problems. Okay, so again, now we've printed down the first coat of green, and now we flash cured it, and we're going to print another on top of it. Now on this one, we're not going to push as hard. We're going to kind of putty it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to let it sit more on top. Okay, and then we get better coverage. Okay, now we're going to flash dry it again, or flash cure it again, and move to the next color. Okay, at this point, when you finished flash curing the second hit of the green, what you want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure it's flash cured enough so that it's not too tacky when it goes down to this next screen, because the next screen will actually want to tack up onto this, and when you print this and then pull up, this ink will want to stick to it. And I don't mean that it's pickup when you're printing wet, it's called pickup, but here it's just that if you don't flash it enough, you just kind of flash it just a little, just enough, but it's still really tacky, and it's going to pull the shirt off the pallet. It's going to try to pull the shirt off the pallet as you pull up the second color, and that'll ruin your registration if you have a third color, right? So make sure it's cured sufficiently and sufficient cool down time at this point as well, because now it's hot. We hit it once, we flashed it, and then we hit it again and we flashed it again. So now it's hot. And also the heat, the hot ink, can also make it stick to the back of the next screen, thus pulling the shirt up and causing you to ruin the shirt. Okay? So now it's cool, and we're ready to put down the second color. Okay, so there's the second color. It's a gray, and this particular gray is such that I have to flash cure pretty quickly. And that's about it. That one goes really fast. That's something that you're going to have to become a little bit experienced with, is the inks that you're using. This particular gray ink flash cures very quickly for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not a chemist. I couldn't tell you that specifically. And finally, we'll go to the black print. Okay, so here we go with the black print. The black print is often the last one to go. We tend to work from the lightest color to the darkest color. That's the standard, the 0 point, okay? There may be situations where you may switch around your print order based on what's happening with your print run. So it's basically a general statement to say that we print from the lightest color to the most darkest color, the most dense color, okay? And most of the time your black printer is going to overprint, or it's going to be an outline, so we want it to go last anyway to cover up all the seams and such, so to speak. Okay? And that's it. That's your 3-color basic print. So all we did was, we did a hit, we flash cured it, then we did a second hit of the green, flash cured it again, then we moved to the gray, we did the gray, then we flash cured it, and then last but not least, we printed the black. Now, we're done. The print is done, you pull it off your pallet, and you send it through the oven. That concludes this session of the Catspit Productions as educational videos. Thanks again for watching. Please check back with us periodically for new videos on screen printing and new videos about the shirts that we sell on eBay. Please visit eBay and check out the shirts we have to offer. We are going to be producing some limited edition shirts, so they'll be changing here and there. So check back in with us. Thanks for watching. See you next time.